possibly time to crack on, Hendy, so tell us who's the first guest tonight.
Patrick, our first guest tonight is not only a member of the sexiest family in pop, she's also a world-class fiddler. She's fiddled with the Rolling Stones, she's fiddled with Pavarotti, but occasionally she likes to fiddle solo. Sounds a bit like you, Patrick.
Leave it. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the beautiful yet talented Sharon Corr. Have a seat. It's good to have you here.
Thank you.
And it's nice that you decided to pick the one where we end up in the whiskey distillery.
Wow.
Because you live in Belfast.
Well, I live in Dublin.
As well.
As well.
Yes, 2 houses, very rich. And we do the show from Belfast every week.
I know.
And Sharon says, I'm sorry, I can't do the show in Belfast. Pick the whiskey distillery 100 miles down the road. Suddenly Sharon Corr's available.
Gee, I wonder why.
Where do you think that is?
Might be the drink.
Possibly the drink. Should you not be off playing the White House or somewhere for some president?
No, we just decided to give that a miss this year.
Is that right?
He's a bit busy.
Because I kind of think that on St. Patrick's Day, surely it's the law that the Corrs go off and play for some president and hand him a bowl of weeds and stuff. Does that not happen?
We normally do that, yeah.
Is that right, yeah?
Yeah, but this year I just think he's got other things on his mind, you know.
I think that if the Corrs turned up, he might cancel the war and think about something else.
Well, if it works, I'll do that.
Seriously? Will you do that, yeah?
I will.
OK, so Sharon and the rest of the Corrs are going to go to the White House and...
Stop the war.
And distract Bush, so to speak. And I think that's...
How would you suggest we do that?
I've no idea. Maybe maybe you could fiddle for him.
I could.
It would work for me. Well, you played for presidents and you played for the Pope.
Yeah.
And you've played for the Queen.
Yeah.
And now you're here.
I know.
How does it compare?
This is the highlight. This is the highlight, Paddy. Will you buy me a drink later?
Are you asking?
I'm asking.
Are you dancing?
I'm dancing.
Fantastic. I'm in there with one of the Corrs. So, you're in studio at the minute, are you?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah?
Working on the next album.
And what way's that coming along?
Really well, really good. Yeah. I've been writing for the last 6 months or so, and it's gone really well. Really
and Caroline, how does it work? Because Caroline's now had a little baby.
She has, yeah, little Jake. Yeah.
And does she bring him in? Like, does she drum?
No, she's just gone to Mallorca instead.
Oh, has she?
Yeah.
Because I kind of assumed that Caroline was going to be in there drumming, like with one hand, like the guy from Def Leppard, and breastfeeding with the other.
We actually tried to write drumming when she was about 8.5 months, and then we just thought, oh, this could be quite cruel for the baby, so...
Well, could she not actually get behind it?
It was a bit difficult. There was a big distance between her and the snare drum, so we sort of gave it up on that one.
So she's got a few days off?
She has.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And what I love is I actually know you, right? But now we're on a chat show, and we've actually got cameras. I can ask you stuff that I normally can't ask you whenever we're just having a drink. So when you're in studio then, like, is there, who writes the stuff? What way does it work?
We all do. We all write. We usually sort of write separately. Caroline and Andrew would write a lot together. Jim and Andrew would write together. I would generally write on my own, although I've been writing with Jim for the last few weeks.
Why is that, Sharon? Why do you write on your own?
I don't know.
Do they not like you? Or what's...
They don't, yeah. They don't really like me. They like to keep me out of the studio.
Seriously?
Yeah. They say I smell.
Okay.
Why did I say that? Why did I say that?
I don't know why you said it, but it sounds good to me.
Okay.
I doubt you ever smell. Do you fart?
No.
That's
Girls don't do that.
That's something I always want to ask you as well. Do the Corrs actually fart?
No.
No? So it's just one big happy family then?
It is. So lovely. It's very nice.
But you're doing your own stuff now, aren't you? You're kind of off doing little bits and pieces. Andrew's off doing a movie.
Yeah.
And get this, folks, you're kind of up for an Oscar later this week, are you?
Well, yeah, a little bit
kind
in a
of.
way.
Yeah?
Well, I played on the track that U2 recorded for Gangs from New York, so I played violin on that track.
And how does that happen? Does Bono just sort of ring you up, or what?
Yeah, he did, literally. He said, I'd love you to play on a track, and I was a bit shocked, and I really was. And I said, OK, so send me the tape, and I'll have a listen to it, see what I come up with. He said, well, no, we're kind of in a hurry, so I need you to do it now. So 10 minutes later, I was in U2's studio playing violin on a track that I'd never heard before.
So he rang you up with 10 minutes' notice?
Yeah. Well, half an hour I think he gave me.
So,
Yeah.
so what happened? Like, had he not planned to put a fiddle on it, or were you second choice, or what?
They
I'm just asking.
no, they had been working the tune. The tune, I think, they needed it for a scene in the movie where New York sort of rises from the ground, and they needed something very special to sort of lead into the song, and they needed something quite Irish. So
Bono was just sitting there going, I need something special for this man. Who's special that I know? Sharon Corr. Is that the way it works?
yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So you just went in and did it?
I went in and did it, and it was a wee bit nerve-wracking, I must say. I was kind of like, oh my, I can't believe I'm doing this, but we did it, and it sounds great. It's really good.
And are you going to go to the Oscars, or...
No.
He hasn't invited you?
No.
So he calls you up with 10 minutes notice, right? Okay, you go in, you're playing the track, he's nominated for an Oscar, and he's off now, going to get his Oscar next week, and Sharon Corr is sitting back in Ireland. If you're watching Bono, you bastard! That's what I say. No, I think it's probably a good idea that you're not there.
Do you?
I do.
Why?
Colin Farrell's going, so...
I've met him too.
Have you met him?
Yeah. He's nice.
Is he?
He's a nice guy, yeah.
Is he as, you know, George Best on Viagra, as people say?
Well, I don't know. I didn't sort of meet him in that way, so...
All right, okay. Because obviously, you know, you're a happily married woman now.
Yes.
And how's that working for you?
Very good.
Is it good?
Great, yeah.
And you've been together now for what?
I think almost 8 years now.
Almost 8 years. And is it true that you said that you'd have been married in 8 days if your
Yeah.
career? Yeah?
Yeah.
Isn't that lovely? Isn't that lovely? And he's a barrister, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that not a bit boring for somebody like you? Because I kind of imagine you with somebody like a rock star or a comedian off the telly.
Yeah. Well, I thought about that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And he's here tonight, is he?
He is.
He is.
He is.
There he is, in the front row. That's Sharon. Sharon's husband there. There he is, yeah. Look, folks, this man managed to land himself a Corr. Look at that, eh? There's hope for us all. So you're married?
Yes.
And Caroline's married?
Yeah.
So there's only 2 of you left on the market?
Yeah.
Do you think, if I play my cards right, you can maybe put a word in with Jim for me?
Definitely.
he
He's
have a
always
word?
liked you, yeah.
Has he?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah. He talks about you all the time.
I don't know. I wasn't considering that, but in a funny way, you know.
Well, he's very attractive, you know.
Yeah, it still means I could get it on with a Corr, which I think would be.
You could.
I'm genuinely not fussy. I'm not. Is it true that an interviewer once asked you where you guys met?
Yeah. And I said, in the womb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, who was that?
Oh.
Because I kind of think I know.
Well, somebody has been branded with it, actually. You do know.
Is it true?
I'm not.
Can I whisper it? Can I whisper who I think it is?
Yeah.
Donna Eyre.
I'm not saying.
All right. Okay. True.
Huh?
True. Maybe. Sharon, have another drink.
Perhaps. Get me drunk.
True.
No.
So let's talk about the whole sex symbol thing then.
What?
Well, you know, you know, you get a bit fed up with the whole beautiful Corrs. We are the beautiful Corrs.
No, I
Do
thought
you
that
though?
was really funny. I thought that was
Did you?
hilarious. Yeah, I really did.
Do you not consider yourselves beautiful?
No, I mean, I don't kind of go around. I mean, I don't wake up in the morning and go, hi, gorgeous, you know. I don't, no.
Well, that's because you're not sleeping with me.
Yeah.
But honestly, though, like Andrea was voted what the best looking woman in the world,
Yeah.
and you know you're not exactly one of the ugly sisters, are you? Really?
Well, she finds that really, really strange as well. I mean, she kind of, you know, she doesn't look at herself that way at all. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do
It's a compliment, though. I mean, you know,
It
really
is.
is a hell of a compliment.
Do you think people in Dundalk, you know, are chuffed? You know that some of the most beautiful women in the world come from Dundalk? Because tell the people, right? There's a lot of people watching the show that don't know what type of place Dundalk is.
Dundalk is a wonderful town. It's a great town.
Sharon, catch yourself on.
What?
Come on, it's not exactly Monaco, is it?
Well, no, it's not Monaco, but it is. It's very special to me.
Is it special?
Yeah.
I did a gig one night in Dundalk, and
in the town hall.
in the town hall, and I did a joke about you.
And it went down like a bomb, didn't it?
It went down. I could actually hear the key locking at the back of the room. See, it was like the Corr Klux Klan. It was just... I thought I was genuinely going to be lynched. So I got to ask you about the whole image thing, right, about the Corrs, because the Corrs have a kind of clean-cut image. And I've got a theory that the more clean-cut you are...
the worse you are behind it all.
Is that true?
Well, we have this thing called, call ourselves rotten to the core,
I know you're rotten to the core.
No. You know what we're like.
I do know what you're like. I think you possibly are.
Probably not as squeaky clean as we come across.
Andrea reckons that the Corrs could drink Liam and Noel Gallagher under the gym.
Absolutely, without a doubt.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So, this is what we want to hear. Down that camera there, challenge them. Down camera 5, just tell them, Liam and Noel, we'll drink you under the table, you poofs. There you go, down there. Go on. Seriously, go on, just down there, go on. Go on.
That camera?
Camera 5, Liam and Noel, we will have you, you poofs.
Liam and Noel, we will have you, you poofs.
Well, look, we could talk all night. We have done in the past. We will do again over a few drinks. Let's get drunk tonight. Give it up for Miss Sharon Corr! All right, Hendy, let's crack on. Who is our final guest of the series?
Patrick, our next guest's razor-sharp wit has intimidated some of the most famous people in the world. But this week, she went out of her way to do something extraordinary for charity. She's appearing on your show, Patrick.
Yes, Hendy, thanks for that. Please welcome the one and only Miss Ruby Wax. Ruby, can I just say before we go any further, I'm sitting admiring your pussy here.
Yeah. I came here to stroke it, and that's what I'm doing. No, in America, when we feel love for Irish people, we always give them a dead cat. It was upstairs. It was upstairs in the display.
The cat was upstairs?
It was sitting like this. It's a very lovely thing.
So what, should I accept that on behalf?
This is on behalf of my people. We would like you to have. It's a stiffy for you.
Show Miss Wax.
I like that the ears have been chewed off.
I kind of like that as well. Do you think?
I think a rigor mortis is coming back.
Do you think it's real?
It was real. It's been stuffed, along with everything else up there.
Yeah?
If you don't win an Oscar, just put it on the display. It's very lovely.
Hang on to that, Sharon.
Just glue the ear back on it. It's as good as new.
On behalf of the people of Ireland, welcome. We now have a proper St. Patrick's Day.
And on behalf of my people...
How good is this? We have a fiddle player, we have a yank, we've got drink. It's a cliche.
I don't know what St. Patrick's Day is, to tell you the truth, but it's a lovely thing being here for, whatever you people do on that day. You wear a... What do you do? Go to the end of the rainbow and look for your little pot of gold.
Yes.
Is that what you do? Oh, the wee Irish.
No, what we do is...
Or you glue the armpits to the sides of the body and then just do some fetal kicking. Oh, it's very lovely.
So, are we treating you okay? Are you having a good St. Patrick's Day?
I only came out of that thing, the institution.
I know.
And you know how crazed I am.
Before we go any further, I got to say, right, congratulations to this woman on Fame Academy. What a star she was. That's great.
You used to look at me, with such pity. Every night you would look at me with like something, it was like a dead animal had crawled out there, and you would look at me like pity was in your eyes.
Honestly though,
No, there was no chance, nothing. I had a dinner party arranged for Saturday night. I had one pair of undies. I was out.
So you thought you were literally going to be in there?
And I thought I was just going to, you know, frisbee my ass across that furniture and straight back out again.
Did you see this?
I did.
What
Do you think I could
Amazing.
join when your sister's out of commission?
What?
You know, I can make that noise
I think
that
you
you make.
should step in.
I can do that. You know when they do that thing with their throats?
What?
Sounds like they're throwing up a little bit, the chorus, when they go, you know that.
Oh yeah, well,
It's an Irish.
Leave me breathless.
Oh, that's it. Yeah.
I know what you're doing.
I think this could be the new Andrea. Well, honestly, like, I was out in Dublin last night. The only thing anybody wants to talk about is you, taxi driver, you, cabin crew in the plane. How's Ruby?
Yeah.
You know, St. Patrick's Day. They've cancelled the war, for Christ's sake.
I know. But
So
I
apparently
really
Saddam's a fan.
Saddam. I'm gonna sing for Saddam.
Are you going to sing for Saddam?
They should have sent me over during Afghanistan because I could have sung and they would have come out of those caves. Hands up. I'm begging you. I'm begging you. I want to sing for Saddam. Free Saddam. That was my motto. That's how crazy I was.
That's what you said all week, free Saddam.
Free Saddam,
He
yeah.
hasn't even been caught yet, but
No.
free him anyway.
No, I was, and then I got into a jag where I remember I was well, I don't know if you were watching, every morning I was playing to Prince Charles in my mind.
Yeah, this was the thing, because...
I kept thinking Prince Charles might be watching, and I would show him how, like, neat I washed my undies and folded them and made my bed, and if I came to Highgrove, I wouldn't need a lot of cleaning women.
But you were actually obsessed with Prince Charles.
With Prince Charles, but...
You dedicated a song to him.
Dedicated, what was I singing? Conchita.
Yes.
Yeah, I did. You need to picture somebody on top of you when you sing a song like that, and I pictured Charles.
And were you picturing the Prince of Wales doing the business?
Mounting me. And then crowning me, in that order.
Well, I think what we should do is we should actually take a look at the good
Don't make me
lady
hear myself
performing.
sing. Don't make me hear
Sharon,
I don't have to hear this. I don't have to
Sharon,
hear this.
you can be the teachers, okay? You can actually let us know what this is like, okay? Here we go.
This is how you
Have a look here, okay? This is Ruby Wax doing her stuff on Fame Academy. Have a look at this.
The fire in my eyes, to brighten up the darkest skies. I'm giving up, I'm letting go, I'll find my way. So take me back to my sweet La Vida. Find my love, my Dolce Vita. Show me where I need to go. Donde está mi chico latino?
alive before the number. And I drained it of its life.
So honestly, from a technical point of view, Sharon, what was that like?
It's barking.
Tell the truth.
It's absolutely barking mad.
Barking. No,
Crazy.
but the noise of my
great.
voice,
Oh.
it's from the devil, isn't it? It's the devil going...
I watched you rehearse it in Fame Academy. I went in while I watched it.
On the
and
interactive?
and you just told everybody how you were going to do it. Nobody taught you how to do it. You just went in and did it. And I thought that was brilliant. The dance and everything was fantastic.
No, I had characters, that were, in my head.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I built myself into a full kind of possessed... debunk, crazy person, and then release that voice.
Deranged. But you actually were watching Fame Academy before Christmas. You were hooked on this show, weren't you?
Yeah.
The real one.
Yeah. Do you think there was anybody in the Academy this time around that sort of got what it takes?
What?
Will does.
This
Yeah,
time
that you could
around,
actually
Will has
offer
a
a
beautiful
proper...
voice.
Yeah.
Will has a
Will.
great voice.
Really?
Yeah, he will go
Yeah.
very far.
And what about Kwame?
Kwame has a pretty
Yes, gorgeous voice. Yeah.
And do you think Ruby's got a chance of being signed
For what would that be? I could be on top of ambulances and cars would come. You know what I mean? If they want to come back. I could do that.
But it did improve, didn't doesn't it, when you're in there? It really improved.
By the end,
It did.
I think I broke people down. Or they were their eardrums had like lost the resonance. So by the end, they heard them. Maybe that's right. Maybe.
So what was the hardest thing inside the academy? Was it actually the lessons, or was it putting yourself up there every night to sing?
The singing was the most. The day was hilarious.
Yeah.
You know, we did game shows.
You actually came up with a format,
sitcom,
did you?
Did formats all the time, yeah.
You've actually come up with a show.
When we all sat around the table, once in a while you'd see a guard. And I ran out and asked the guard 5 questions, and then came back to the inmates and said, okay, I'm going to see who...
You're making this sound like prison, Ruby.
Well, it was like prison. It was like prison. It was like being on drugs. I was drugged, except you had singing lessons. A little bit of the prior, a little bit of, the Holocaust, a little bit of summer camp. A little bit of touch of everything. So anyway, I ran out. I came back in and I said to the inmates, I said, now, what type blood is he? And they just had a glance of him. So everybody put down their type blood. Then, did he believe in God? Was he divorced? And then we went through and we checked, and that was our game show. Also, what was our worst disease?
What?
Then we did that game show.
Well, what was your worst disease?
My worst disease?
Yeah.
My worst disease was, it's a very long story, but my intestines closed up, and then I got an ulcer here, so I actually exploded. I exploded, and stuff came out this end and this end in a hospital. I exploded. It was a very lovely
thing. The saddest thing about this is that I actually think you're telling the truth.
I am telling the truth. I exploded. And then we had to tell...
Sharon, what was your worst disease?
What was your worst disease? See, it's already a show.
See, it's a show.
What was
gastroenteritis.
Gastroenteritis.
Share with us. Were the runs bad, or what were the quality of the runs?
Sharon Corr doesn't even fart, let alone have the runs.
The runs. Look, we have a bucket down here. What was your worst disease? Go for it, baby. Come on. Did it have more than 8 legs?
It did, and there were quite a few of them.
Quite a few. I know. They're fun, though.
I don't think they are.
When you blow a whistle and see how fast they can cross your stomach. We've all been there. I've had that. It's a wonderful thing.
So what was the scariest thing of the week? Like
singing.
Singing, the actual singing.
Knowing you're going to open. I'm never going to criticize this. Know you're going to open your mouth, and it could be a noise from anywhere. Any part of your body could make that noise. A singer now I know knows where to. A sound comes out. I had no idea.
Okay.
It could have been any animal sound. Any animal sound could have come from my lips. And what a note. Where are you supposed to hit a note? They give you a note, and I could only dream it.
That was at the start of the...
Yeah. Remember
she met him in
the can? Yeah, up there. But when I didn't hit the note, how bad it was. You just see people behind cameras going... It
was reasonably painful. And you actually injured yourself.
My first day, I was overexcited during Hey Mickey, and
tell us what you did.
I'm going to get the footage because it was magnificent. I finished with my Hey Mickey, and then I leapt in the air, this during the rehearsal, and I went into the splits, which I can do.
Okay.
Well,
do you want to see this?
Just a minute.
Okay.
Wait.
Let's have you. That works.
I'll be returning to that. Yeah.
I think that works. So
you don't want to see me blowing the ping pong balls or not tonight? Prince Charles, I won't be doing that at High Grove.
Sharon, have you any party tricks?
Not a hope in hell.
Okay.
Sharon! Come on, Sharon. Let's have you. Let's have you, Sharon.
Not in this dress.
Wait, was that why you were wearing the merkin?
Yeah, we discussed merkins quite a lot.
No, you did. Did you actually
wear a merkin for my performance?
Did you wear a merkin for the
splits?
Yeah.
No, not at all.
No?
No, I didn't wear a merkin.
With the people of Ireland what that is?
I think they know what a merkin is.
Do you know what a merkin is? No, they don't.
I've never heard of that before.
Sharon, have you ever heard of a merkin?
I've never heard of that before.
Tell Sharon what
A merkin is a toupee for the lower regions. It's true.
And when do you wear something like that? Why would you need it exactly?
Formal events. Formal events.
So it's kind of like
You're going to the gynecologist. You haven't had time to shave. I don't know. I don't know why you'd wear a merkin. I just happened to mention it during the week. And we kept talking about it.
It's kind of like a sparring,
Well, you
but
could
on
have
the
different
inside.
ones. You could have a bikini one, or you could have a kind of wide berth one, or you could have a full thigh hair thing. The Vietnamese jungle. You could have different looks. You know how you get bored? It's the same thing every day in, day out. Now you can have variations.
Do you find that, Sharon?
You know, you look down, it's always the same. Now you can.
I'm just wondering.
You could do a whole thing up here, so that you can make entrances. You know how you come into people's homes? You just come through your own bush. Or you can go like this. You can throw it over your shoulder, or wear it as a hat.
That always works.
Yeah.
So who was your closest mate in there then?
I only did it so I could meet Jo Brand, because she's my goddess.
I thought you and her got on very well.
Oh, totally, yeah. I breastfed from her. She was lactating, so she had to go home every night.
She was actually lactating.
It was a mess in there, yeah. So anyway, she had to go home and fill, huge pools of milk, and then she'd come back.
Okay.
Yeah, I loved her. She did tell stories, oh man, that were genius. Because she used to be a psychiatric nurse, and I said, what's the weirdest thing that ever happened? And she said, a guy came in, he had swallowed a pigeon, and just the tail was sticking out. And she said to the police, why didn't you pull the pigeon out? And they said, we did, but he wouldn't shut the up, so we threw it back in again. I mean, they were so brilliant. They were so brilliant. Who has water? Or who has wine?
Do you want some wine?
What's the service here?
Let's get a drink for this woman. Come on. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
There we go.
Thank you.
There we go. There's
Thank
a drink
you.
for it. Sharon, do you need anything else? Would you like another drink?
Yes.
Yeah.
What were we talking about? I'm sure it was fascinating.
No, it was good.
Merkins?
I have no idea how we
I
do
could
that.
get a merkin in the shape of this.
Oh.
Don't cut that out.
And are you going to keep in contact with
Yes,
them?
we're having a reunion.
Is there a reunion?
We are having the reunion
Where's
in
that
Sweden, at Ulrika's house in Sweden.
No.
She bought 12 chairs around her table but didn't have 12 friends, and now she does. So we're going.
Is it true that you said that the week in the academy was the happiest week of your life?
Yes, it was.
Seriously?
I've never to the point I had to wear incontinence pants. I have never laughed that much in my life. Everything was funny. Everything was funny.
Did you prefer it to like the real world?
Yes, I did. I mean, it couldn't go on because eventually you just have an aneurysm. But it was from the moment you got up, then John Thompson would come in and sing Feed the Birds, and you'd make another pool, It just kept coming. You're talking about seriously funny people.
Yeah.
And you're locked in with them, so,
And then you go right the way to the end, and you end up being the biggest star out of the whole bloody thing.
See, I don't know, because I only came home Friday. What day is today?
Ruby, can I just say, let me assure you, okay, without a doubt that, Will may have won, but this woman is the biggest star to come out of Fame Academy, okay? It's very simple.
I'm breastfeeding, too. I'm breastfeeding.
Look, I know it's been a weird week. Over the course of the next week, you will realise how big the whole thing has become. Sharon, I think, may actually have a position in the band.
Yeah. I'm making the noise again.
But the Corr noise.
The Corr noise.
Go on.
Go.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm there.
We'll work on that one.
I think possibly we'll work on that one.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, thanks for coming to see us.
Thank you.
You have made my St. Patrick's night. The two lovely ladies, give it up for Ruby Wax. And now for the stories that you'll be reading before they happen. It's next week's news. A pensioner in Rome will regret betting 50 grand on Ruby Wax to win Celebrity Fame Academy. Easy. As war in Iraq draws closer, the British Army will deny claims they're having to rely on out-of-date equipment. And auditions for the new series of Celebrity Fame Academy get off to a very bad start. And that was next week's news. Folks, that is all we've got time for tonight. Thanks again to our lovely guests, Ruby Wax, Sharon Corr. We'll be back in the new series for a new series in the summer. As soon as we all sober up and playing us out tonight with a fantastic new single, it's One Horse Time. It's the Thrills. Good night.